Alright, instant manifestation. And let me start with this. This is not a clickbait video where I promise you to do a 3 minutes hack and have your 10,000 euros and your soulmate texting you tomorrow. What I'm going to share today is much deeper than that. By the end of this video, you will know why manifestation is actually always instant, and why if you're running at 50% of your power, it can feel delayed for you or even don't show up at all. And to make this real for you, I will share a very vulnerable story of my love life with you. A story that taught me how energy knots, subconscious loops, and manifestation are all connected. Because I know that so many of you are living the exact cycle right now. You have probably seen thousands and thousands posts about instant manifestation. They usually follow the same patterns. First, you're told, believe that manifestation is true. Second, this is the secret method I used to manifest instantly. Third, look, it worked for me in 24 hours, so it can also work for you. And finally, if it didn't work for you, you haven't persisted hard enough or believed hard enough. Now, it's not that all of this is completely wrong, but if you consume all of this without the right foundation, it can be very toxic. It creates obsession, it creates doubt and guilt. You start to wonder, maybe manifestation doesn't work for me, maybe I'm doing something wrong, maybe I'm not enough, maybe this is all a lie. That was exactly the space I was. I want to take you back to one specific time in my life. I was craving love, not just attention, not just dating. I wanted a man who can grow with me, who loved me, who supported me in every area of my life, who was there, who could hold me. A love which felt safe, nourishing, supporting, and exciting all at once. And yet I kept repeating all the same cycle over and over again. I would meet someone and feel this rush of chemistry, the magnetic pull, the butterflies. And I would tell myself, finally, this is the one. But then it would start. The mixed signals, the push and pull dynamic, waiting for texts. Some days he would be fully present. Other days he would just vanish. I would replay our conversations over and over again, overanalyzing every text. I would tell myself stories like, he is just busy. If I just stay patient, he will realize how amazing I am. If I just show how much I care, he would actually choose me. So the cycles were so unhealthy. Yeah, but deep inside, I didn't feel chosen at all. I was begging for crumbs. I was waiting for someone to decide to choose me, to tell me that I am enough. There was one man in particular who really mirrored this back for me. He seemed perfect, spiritual, confident, successful, on paper, everything I wanted. And in the beginning, it felt electric. We would talk for hours, my whole body buzzing. But then came silence, excuses, half commitments. Every time he pulled away, I felt a sharp drop in my stomach, like the ground fell out beneath me. My chest tightened, my heart, I couldn't focus on work, on friends, on anything anymore. And yet I stayed. I convinced myself to hold on. Maybe if I just prove how loving I am, maybe if I don't ask for too much, maybe then he will choose me. Looking back, I see so clearly I wasn't manifesting him. I was manifesting my old knots of rejection, abandonment, and heartbreak. I was manifesting my subconscious belief that love is uncertain, love is pain, love means I'm not fully chosen, love means I need to earn it. It wasn't that the universe was delaying my manifestation of a secure partner. The bridge was always there, but my subconscious wiring kept pulling me back to the wrong bridge, back into the same old cycle, where I learned that love is not safe, back to my childhood trauma. I was living at my 50%. My body was tense, my energy drained. I woke up heavy, anxious, already dreading the silence in my phone. And every time I told myself, I'm manifesting love, my subconscious whispered, no, you're not. You're manifesting what you already know. And this is the brutal truth that Instagram is not telling you. Manifestation isn't about what you want. It isn't about fake it till you make it. It isn't about I will repeat all these affirmations and I will live happy, I will feel it all and everything will come to me. It's about your subconscious rewiring. It's about what your subconscious knows about you. It's 95% of what you believe is from your subconscious mind. It took me to hitting bottom to finally shift. One day I was lying in bed crying and was asking myself, like, why does it happen to me? Like, why does this keep happening? Like, why every man I dated in the past was like the same? It was like the same relationship, but with different people. It was the same pattern, like always. So why I always end up here? And for the first time, instead of blaming the person or the man I dated before, I actually turned inward. In meditation, I found the knot of I'm not lovable, I'm not chosen. It wasn't just a thought, it was a deep anchored feeling in my whole body, like in my heart area, in my stomach. It was like anchored so deep inside. I was reliving the situation where this first subconscious thought was like wired into my heart, into my mind. I went back to the state of this first situation where I could see where the little girl I was believed in that and why everything since then kept repeating itself over and over again, just like a mirror to show me who I actually are, to show me how to actually open, to show me where to actually go to release that, right? And then something like really crazy happened. I was rewiring this moment, the first time I felt not chosen. And everything shifted in my reality. Like I could feel it the moment I went out of my meditation. I could feel it. And after that, I'm like meeting my grandma, I'm meeting my mother, and I see the same patterns in them. They even are not aware of them. They living blindly with them all the time. And so was I back then. And we were telling us the stories back and forth and talking about our anxiety, about our fears, and gathering up all these emotions, expressions that men are like bad, and till this moment where I finally realized this was just a subconscious pattern which was planted in my head from childhood, and it has nothing to do with me. It's generational trauma. It's ancient. Really, it has nothing to do with you. And it's not that you can realize that in one click with one thought. It's something where you need to go deeper than that. You need to go into your subconscious mind and feel it through. So in this meditation session, I was feeling it through. I cried, I screamed, I rewired, I really changed the whole memory around it. I really changed it in my head to feel lovable, to feel chosen. I really completely changed this memory. And I breathed through it. I cried through it. And something like began to dissolve completely, like it made a shift. In that deep subconscious state, I anchored new beliefs. I am loved. I'm safe love. I am chosen daily. Love feels secure, nourishing, calm, supportive. And after that, I felt different. My chest was lighter, my energy softer. For the first time in years, I didn't feel desperate to be picked. I felt chosen already by myself, by life. And here's the crazy part. The external shifted almost immediately. I stopped tolerating mixed signals. If someone wasn't available, I didn't chase. I didn't beg. My energy said, I'm already chosen. If you can't meet me there, then step aside. And within weeks, I started attracting completely different energy from all human beings and from men. Conversations that felt safe, where I wasn't performing or shrinking. Love that felt calm and steady instead of anxious and addictive. The bridge was always there. But once I dissolved that knot, I could finally walk in it. And that's when manifestation felt instant, because the flow wasn't blocked anymore. Manifestation is never delayed. The moment you set the intention, the bridge forms instantly. But if your subconscious knots are still wired into rejection and heartbreak, you will keep looping back into the same patterns over and over again. Your job isn't to force the bridge and obsess, analyze, over how, and push harder. Your job is to align with yourself, to release the knots, to be aware of the knots, to release them and attract. Clear energy, rewire, and flow at 100%. That's when manifestation feels instant, because it always does, and it always was. And here's the final piece. The present moment is where instant manifestation happens. When you're here and now and not spiraling about why isn't it happening yet, you give the universe space to do what your conscious mind just can't because it's limited. Because you may think this is one way to get there, but there are many other ways which you just can't think about. So it's really about letting go of the knots inside of you and let the universe work for you, not against you. That's when synchronicities appear. That's when the right man flows into your life. That's when you cross the bridge. It's never about obsessing. It's about opening and living fully now. So yes, manifestation is always instant. The bridge forms the second you set your intentions. The only reason my love life delayed, because I was still tangled in the knots of not being chosen. Once I released them, I stepped into 100% and love flowed to me naturally. If you are ready to stop looping at 50% and finally walk the bridge into the love you're calling in, subscribe here and follow me on Instagram, because I will share tools with you to release all limiting beliefs, live in the flow of the universe. And this is like really exciting to do.